guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Yasmeen, but my friends all call me Yazzie, and you guys can too. Today I'm really excited because we're gonna go book shopping, and we are going to a bunch of thrift shops. Here in Australia we call them op shops, but I'm pretty sure everywhere else in the world they're called thrift shops. But basically where we're going is like this nice little street, and they've got a bunch of op shops there, and there's even one specific like book op shop, so it's like just books in there. And every time I've gone to this place they've always had like really good books, so I am so excited. Let's go. Hey, so we are now back home. Just got home and I got a whole bunch of books. I am so happy right now. I got 12 books. These are not all of them. Also, these ones would not fit in my bag, but we are now going to do a book haul, and I am going to show you everything I got. Just a little disclaimer, I am definitely not one to go on massive book hauls for brand new books. Like, you guys are probably not going to see very many big book hauls from me unless they are thrifted or from the op shop. Say for example, if I bought 12 books brand new, depends where I would go, but let's say I got like the cheapest stuff, so like from Kmart or something, that's $12 each. That's $144, which is not what I spent today, like nowhere near. And so that's really expensive. So obviously, like, I have no reason to buy a bunch of books at once unless they are cheap. And so I'm very grateful to my parents, mum and baba. Love you guys. Thank you for taking me to the op shops today. Very much appreciated. And yeah, so the only time I will ever do big book hauls is when the books are significantly cheaper. But yeah, now I'm going to show you all the books I got, and I'm so excited because I got really good books. Like, genuinely really good books. Let's do a little book haul. Okay, so today, all in all, I went to 4 different stores and I spent $27 and got 12 books. That's like about $2 per book, which is honestly really good. So from the first place I went, I got 4 books. And so the first book I got is John Green's Paper Towns, and I don't know, I really loved The Fault in Our Stars by the same author, and yeah, I just really want to read more of his work, so I'll read you the blurb. Quentin Jacobson, Q to his friends, is 18 and has always loved the beautiful and edgy Margot Roth Spiegelman. 9 years ago, they discovered a dead body together, but now, at their Central Florida high school, Q's a nerd, while Margot is uber cool. One night before graduating, Q is basking in the predictable boringness of his life when Margot persuades him to join her in some midnight mayhem and vengeance, and then vanishes. While her family shrugs off this latest disappearance, Q follows Margot's string of elaborate clues, including an unnerving poem about death. Q's friend Raider, Ben, and Lacey help with the search, and a post for a website turns up. Margot will be in a certain location for the next 24 hours only. They drive through the night, racing the clock. Is Q ready for what he might find? Yeah, I don't know, it sounds really cool, and I really, really love the books that I've already read by John Green, and so, yeah, that was when I got this. It was $2. It was such a bargain. Most of the books I got were actually $2. I don't know, I love going to the op shops, like, they're so cool. Okay, the next book I got is Room by Emma Donoghue. This is like one of those books that everybody knows. Like, I feel like everybody knows these books. This is the same kind of stuff as, like, The Kite Runner, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, like, that kind of area of, like, lit fic. And so I'll read you the blurb. Okay, I hate these books that have no blurb. Oh wait, there is a blurb. There is a blurb on the inside, because I was looking at the back, and the only thing it says is Jack is 5, he lives in a single locked room with his ma. The rest are like reviews and stuff of the book, so I was just like, ugh. But no, okay. It's Jack's birthday, and he's excited about turning 5. He lives with his ma in Room, which has a locked door and a skylight, and measures 11 feet by 11 feet. He loves watching TV and the cartoon characters he calls friends, but he knows that nothing he sees on screen is truly real. Only him, Ma, and the things in the room. Until the day Ma admits that there's a world outside. So I'm pretty sure this book is basically just Jack and his mom trying to get out of the room. And like, I've seen some clips of the movie, and it genuinely, like, it looks so cool. I don't know, this is probably, like, I'm not the biggest literary fiction, but this is more like a thriller, I'm thinking. But I don't know, it seemed really interesting to me, so yeah. The next book I got is The Doll Maker of Krakow, I'm actually not sure, by R.M. Romero. So this is set in Poland, 1939. And I don't know why, the cover, I got it because of the cover. I really like the cover. I think it's really pretty. Like, it looks really, really nice. Like, look, it's so pretty with all the flowers and stuff. There is war, there is pain, but there is magic and there is hope. Krakow, Poland, 1939. Magic brings a little doll named Karolina to life in a toy shop. She becomes friends with the broken-hearted doll maker who owns the shop. When the darkness of Nazi occupation sweeps over the city, Karolina and the doll maker must use their magic to save their Jewish friends from a terrible danger. This timeless fantasy weaves together magic, folklore, and history, and is perfect for fans of The Book Thief and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Now, I have not yet read either of those books, but I do own The Boy in the Striped Pajamas and I haven't read it yet. But yeah, this is like the same kind of vibes as those books. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly got it for the cover. And obviously the story, like, it seems fun, and it's not fun. You know what, it's probably going to be tragic, because these ones are always tragic. But it does say on the cover, on the back, that this book is 10 plus, so surely it's not that sad. I don't know. Okay, and the last book that I got from the first store is Breathing Underwater by Sophie Hardcastle. This is, again, I think, just another lit fic. I got quite a few lit fics, because I want to expand, like, my reading genre horizons. Like, I want to read more different genres, and I don't usually go for lit fic. I'm usually more fantasy or mystery, so I don't know, I'm trying to broaden my reading. So anyways, 19 minutes and 11 seconds separated us at birth. On the official documentation, he is older. Although it really has nothing to do with age, what it really means is that I am, and have always been, second. Ben and Grace Walker are twins. Growing up in a sleepy coastal town, it was inevitable they'd love the ocean. Always close, they surfed together for hours as the sun melted into the sea. At 17, Ben is a rising surf star, the golden sun, and the boys all the girls fall in love with. Beside him, Grace feels like she is a mere reflection of his light. In the last year of school, the world beckons, full of possibility. For Grace, finishing exams and kissing Harley Matthews is just the beginning. Then one day, the unthinkable. Suddenly, all that was safe and predictable is lost, and everything unravels. By this blurb, I am guessing that Ben dies, but I don't know, I myself have a twin, so I'm very curious, like, how other people feel about having twins, because I love my sister. Like, we're best friends. So, I don't know, this book seemed really interesting. And it says on the cover, if you love stories by John Green, Rainbow Rowell, or Melina Marchetta, you'll love this book. I don't know if I pronounced those names right, but I saw John Green, and so I was like, you know what, I should get it. From the next store, the next book I got was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I've watched the movie, and I really, really love the movie. And the books are, like, always better than the movie. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I should get it. A mysterious island, an abandoned orphanage, a strange collection of peculiar photographs. It all waits to be discovered in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, an unforgettable novel that mixes fiction and photography in a thrilling reading experience. As our story opens, a horrific family tragedy sets 16-year-old Jacob journeying to a remote island off the coast of Wales, where he discovers the crumbling ruins of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. As Jacob explores its decaying bedrooms and hallways, it becomes clear that Miss Peregrine's children were more than just peculiar. They may have been dangerous, they may have been quarantined on a deserted island for good reason, and somehow, impossible though it seems, they may still be alive. This book also has bonus features with a Q&A with the author, 8 pages of colour stills from the film, and a sneak preview of Holocity. This book seemed really cool to me because there's also photos, like, scattered within it. Let me find one. Like, I don't know, there's just random photography all throughout. So that seems really cool to me. Just a bunch of kids and stuff. So I don't know. And I really, really loved the movie. And obviously if it was turned into a movie, it must be good. The next book I got is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valente. I'm going to be honest with you. I got this book because it's a Mad Susan Rump by Holly Black. And I really, really love Holly Black. But also, this is like a fantasy. I didn't get very many fantasies. So I really want some new fantasies. But yeah, September is a 12-year-old girl from Omaha, with her dad fighting a faraway war and her mum always out at work. She is lonely, stuck in a rut and starved of adventure. So when a green wind arrives at her window and invites her to fairyland, she accepts in a flash. Mightn't you? But fairyland is in crisis, crushed by the iron rule of the villainous Marquess, and September holds the key to restoring order. With a book-loving dragon and a mysterious boy named Saturday by her side, she sets out on a thrilling quest to fix things. But time is short and time is ticking, and every story must have an ending. Can September save Fairyland? Can she even save herself? This book seemed really fun. It seemed really adventurous and like fantastical in that magical sort of, you know, YA, maybe even middle grade book way. And the title really, really intrigued me. Like it's a really long title. So yeah, I'm actually very, very excited to read this one particularly. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I got from that store. And then from the next one, I got 3 books. And honestly, they're really good. So I'll start with my most excited one. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Jojo Moyes? I think so. I'm going to be honest. I got this book because my parents watched the movie. And they were telling me, like, oh my gosh, Yasmeen, it is amazing. And I was like, you know what, I've heard of that before. And I know that it's based off a book. And so when I saw the book today, I was like, I just had to get it. Lou Clark knows lots of things. She knows how many footsteps there are between the bus stop and home. She knows she likes working in the buttered bun tea shop. And she knows she might not love her boyfriend Patrick. What Lou doesn't know is she's about to lose her job, or that knowing what's coming is what keeps her sane. Will Traynor knows his motorcycle accident took away his desire to live. He knows everything feels very small and rather joyless now, and he knows exactly how he's going to put a stop to that. What Will doesn't know is that Lou is about to burst into his world in a riot of colour, and neither of them knows they're going to change the other for all time. One of the reviews here says, magical and heartbreaking, waterproof mascara, essential. I bought lots of books that I think are going to make me cry. I'm really excited to read this book. If my mom said it's really, really good, my mom is very critical about the movies she watches, so if my mom said it was amazing, then I'm sure it's amazing. So I'm very excited to read this one as well. The next book is a really, really good book. I really hit my luck today. I'm very grateful. Like, I got really, really good books today. Anyway, it is The Martian by Andy Weir. I loved this movie. To be fair, I watched it a while ago and I can't really remember it, but I remember it was really, really good. And it's a hardcover. To be fair, there's nothing interesting on it. Nothing very interesting. But a hardcover for $2.50. I got this for $2.50. That is a steal. And no one cares about the dust jacket. Okay. A mission to Mars, a freak accident, one man struggled to survive. 6 days ago, astronaut Mark Watney became one of the first people to walk on Mars. Now he's sure he'll be the first person to die there. After a dust storm nearly kills him and forces his crew to evacuate the planet while thinking him dead, Mark finds himself stranded on Mars' surface, completely alone with no way to signal Earth that he's alive. And even if he could get word out, his supplies would be gone years before a rescue could arrive. Chances are, though, Mark won't have time to starve to death. The damaged machinery, unforgiving environment, or plain old human error are much more likely to kill him first. But Mark's not ready to quit, armed with nothing but his ingenuity and his engineering skills, and a gallows sense of humour that proves to be his greatest source of strength. He embarks on a dogged quest to stay alive, using his botany expertise to grow food and even hatching a mad plan to contact NASA back on Earth. As he overcomes one seemingly insurmountable obstacle after the next, Mark begins to let himself believe he might make it off the planet alive. But Mars has plenty of surprises in store for him yet, grounded in real present-day science from the first page to the last, yet propelled by a brilliantly ingenious plot that surprises the reader again and again. The Martian is a truly remarkable thriller, an impossible-to-put-down suspense novel that manages to read like a real-life survival tale. I really wanted to read Andy Weir's books, like, especially Project Hail Mary. That seems so cool. Like, it looks like such a good story. So yeah, so when I saw this today, I was like, ah! And I was with my dad, and I was like, Papa, look, I found it. I found a really good book. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. I was so happy when I found this, and I'm going to be so excited to read this. Because the movie was so good. And like I said before, the books are always better than the movies. So, yeah. Okay, and the last book I got from that store is The Amateurs by Sarah Shepard. So, this is a YA mystery. Yeah. So, I'll read you the blurb. Nothing bad ever happened in this town, right? It's been 5 years since Erin Kelly's sister disappeared, and a year since her body was found in a woodland near her family's home. But her killer has never been found, and the police have closed the case. Erin is desperate. What really happened that day? Then she meets Seneca and Maddie, amateur crime solvers. They've got their own reasons for wanting to help Erin. And Maverick Brett rocks up too. He has his secrets as well, but he's also a damn fine detective. If Erin is ever going to find out the truth about Helena, she needs these guys, and she knows it. As secrets begin to unravel and betrayals are uncovered, shocking truths start to come to light. The amateurs are dying to know the truth, and it's getting dangerously close. I don't know, this book seemed really interesting to me, and also I wanted to get some mysteries today, so this looked really cool. And also it's from the author of Pretty Little Liars. I have not read that, but I know it, so I don't know, this is the next book I got. Okay, so the last store I went to was a Salvos, and when I tell you that the 3 books I got from there were amazing, I was so lucky to find these. The first one that I got was You've Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. Thau? Is it? I think it's Thau or Tao. I'm honestly not sure, and I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm really sorry. If I pronounce any names wrong in this whole thing, I'm sorry. But yeah, I've wanted to read this book for a while. People seem to have mixed opinions on it, but I don't know. I want a sad book. I really want a sad book. And everyone said they read this book and it made them like cry, like ugly cry. So yeah, and the cover is so pretty. Like I don't like people on the covers, but it's really pretty. It's a really pretty cover. So I don't mind too much. But yeah, how do you move forward when everything you love is on the line? 17-year-old Julie Clark has her future all planned out. Move out of her small town with her boyfriend Sam, attend college in the city, spend a summer in Japan. But then Sam dies, and everything changes. Heartbroken, Julie skips his funeral, throws out his belongings, and tries everything to forget him. But a message Sam left behind in her yearbook forces memories to return. Desperate to hear him one more time, Julie calls Sam's cell phone just to listen to his voicemail recording. And Sam picks up the phone. The connection is temporary, but hearing Sam's voice makes Julie fall for him all over again. And with each call, it becomes harder to let him go. What would you do if you had a second chance at goodbye? I can imagine how heartbreaking this is. Like, it's gonna play with my head. But it seems like such a cool idea. Like, what do you mean he left voice recordings for her? That seems so sweet and so cute and so... It's gonna be heartbreaking. I know it's gonna be heartbreaking. But I wanted to read this book for a while and I found it. So I'm very lucky today. The next book I got was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I've already read this book. I read it on my Kindle, but I really liked it. And also I told my dad he should read it because this book is really good. I really loved it. It was really like eye-opening, life-altering. Like, it really makes you think about life and be really grateful for what you have. Anyways, between life and death there is a library, she said. And within that library the shelves go on forever. Every book provides a chance to try another life you could have lived, to see how things would be if you had made other choices. Would you have done anything different if you had the chance to undo your regrets? Like I said, I've already read this book, but I really loved it, and I really want a physical copy on my shelf To be fair, there is probably no room for it on my shelf and it will go into the pile of books over here. But that's okay. And finally, the last book I got today was The Hate You Give, or Thug, by Angie Thomas. Apparently this book is like amazing. Like, it's, oh my gosh, like really, really great. And especially for like teenagers. Like, obviously there are some books specifically for teenagers that's supposed to be like eye-openers, you know? And I really want to read more of those because I think I'm in that age where it would be nice for me to know more things just about like life and stuff. What's the point of having a voice if you're going to be silent? Star lives in two worlds, the poor neighbourhood where she was born and raised, and her posh high school in the suburbs. The uneasy balance between them is shattered when Star is the only witness to the fatal shooting of her unarmed best friend Khalil by a police officer. Now, what Star says could destroy her community, it could also get her killed. So this book, I'm pretty sure, deals a lot with like racism. It seems very like heartfelt, bittersweet. I don't know if it's Thug or The Hate You Give, because like here it's Thug and then here it's The Hate You Give. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my little book haul. It was so fun. I love going to op shops. Like, they're literally so cool. They're so much fun. And I always get so excited when I see books that I know. Like, say for example, I saw so many copies of The Fault in Our Stars, and every time I saw them I was doing like a little, oh my gosh, I know that book. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and let me know which book you guys think I should read first. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!